Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the middleweight bout for the undisputed middleweight title between Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. And how I see from right here is I'm gonna go with average confidence Israel Adesanya to avenge his losses or get on the scoreboard against Alex Pereira. So yeah, I watched the second fight a couple times, but I really watched the first fight only recently, and I saw similar patterns to the second fight. In the second fight, Adesanya was mixing up Pereira, and then he was like seeking to finish too much and left him opportunities on the defensive or counter opportunities, or became more defensively negligent, and Pereira was able to see that and capitalize. First fight was I think Pereira was doing pretty good early, but once the fight started to settle down, it kind of came down to more so technique with both guys settled in. Adesanya was really mixing them up down the stretch, like second round and third round. The judges saw it the way they saw it, but it is what it is. But I feel personally the second half, the second and third round, especially the third round, looked like how the first round started for their second fight. So it's like I say, oh well, all it takes one shot. All it does is take one shot. So it is what it is. That's why it's average confidence. But even that fight saw like pass for victory for Adesanya looking back at those fights. And even in both of those fights, Adesanya fought way more offensively in both of those fights. And when I really look at the times he really got caught in those fights, touching those fights, was when he was being, I guess, for the most part, committing too much to the offense. And that's when his defense would suffer. But if he went, like I saw him been able to like kick him at will, like leg kick him at will, even back then, get his shots off at will back then. It was when he like committed, like really started to come through his shots and put power behind them, or really chain together long combinations, or really, commit more. But I definitely think it looks similar to those fights, but I feel like Adesanya will fight a more composed fight. No insult to Pereira, and I definitely still see even stuff outside the fight, adjustment Pereira can make to really destroy Adesanya, but this ain't inside the fight where I'm gonna say which both guys can do to win. I'm just going to go with what my guy can do to win for the most part, or what I see him doing. Matter of fact, not what my guy can do, but what I see him doing, or how I see the fight playing out. That's what I do. How I see the fight playing out. Why I'm predicting him and how I see the fight playing out. That's what it is. So, yeah, it's not like I haven't really seen that from Pereira, but that'd be some high fight IQ, some high fight IQ if he did make some adjustments I see in there. I definitely think Pereira probably have to go and try to surprise on some takedowns. I do think so. I do think at times Adesanya will actually have Pereira hurt. I think he will actually be more offensive than he has been in these last couple fights, but not as offensive as he was in those fights. He'll be more offensive here, but not as offensive as he was in those fights, is all I'm saying. This ain't gonna be the same because he's gonna have to make adjustments. He's fighting a high level fighter, and I think Pereira definitely will bring more offensive. Like he's not gonna be Robert Whittaker's second fight, or these guys in these last couple fights where they're so scared of him. Pereira's gonna try to bring the offense to him. So Adesanya will have more counter opportunities there, and also in that offensive thing, with that aggression, that size, Adesanya will have to be more aggressive. Adesanya can't fight the same exact fight. He will fight a similar fight, but he can't fight the same fight. He don't have that same huge height and reach over these guys. He won't have that same huge skill gap over these guys. So he will have to fight a different approach. It will be a similar approach, but it will be a different approach. So he'll be more offensive. So to the fans and the people that's bored of Adesanya, you'll get a good fight regardless. Win, lose, or draw, you'll get a better fight from Adesanya. Pereira will bring a better fight out of him. So this will be a exciting fight, I think. But I think Adesanya will be better on the defensive side, and he'll be more perceptive of the hook. And even in the first fight, the hook was drawn several times, and I think Adesanya might got caught with like one time. He got caught with like one time. But he saw it. He had a good read of it even back then. And I think even the second fight, he had a good read of it. So it's not like it's something he just so susceptible. He saw it coming. I think in the second fight, it was kind of masked. Like it was masked with like overhand, and he snuck the hook in there. Like snuck it in there real smooth. But Adesanya has played that fight back probably millions of times now. So he'll be more perceptive. He was already perceptive to it, and now he's even more perceptive to the setup. So Adesanya will come in with a good game plan. And I think he'll be able to land his leg kicks, pile his points up, fight defensively minded, have good counters. I think Pereira's going to bring a good fight to him and going to bring a good fight out of him. I think it'll be a very competitive fight. But I think Adesanya will be to outland him, land the cleaner shots, and also probably be the one doing the more hurting, dealing more damage on Pereira. But I think he's going to know when to get away from the dinner table, because that dinner table from that chef going to have a mean hook coming back at him. So he's going to be perceptive of it. But yeah, I don't think he'll go for the kill necessarily. I think he's going to, when he have Pereira hurt or have his moments against Pereira, he's going to know to put a pause on it, get back out, get back at range, land the shots, get the shots off, have him hurt, But when he's not saying that, like, unless Pereira like buckling or about to fall over and it's a ground and pound situation, no when to hold him, no when to fold him out there, and just fight a cleaner performance and fix those defensive holes he did when he got over zealous or committed too much to the offense, like he did maybe more so the second fight. First fight he did it, but didn't really pay for it, and I feel like he won. Second fight he got paid for it. But yeah, but I think it's gonna be one of Adesanya's better performances here. But I think it's gonna be probably his most exciting fight. Well, will it be his most? Yeah, this will be his most exciting fight, most exciting, most competitive fight overall in the UFC. But I got Adesanya winning here via decision. So in this one, I have Israel Adesanya via decision.